Hey everybody, welcome back to Steven's Ciggy Shack. Gonna do another cigarette review for you. As promised, we have the American Spirit non-filters. So I haven't done these yet. This will go along with the American Spirit series I've been doing. So looking at the pack, it is a light tan color. You got your off-centered logo there with the, I guess like the Native American eagle on the top. So standard packaging stuff. You got the Surgeon General warning on one side, FSC and barcode on the other. Also, their warning they put on here, disclosure: no additives in our tobacco does not mean a safer cigarette. 20 Class A cigarettes. On the back, it does say 100% additive-free natural tobacco. Since day one, we focused on giving you only the best, all-natural, whole-leaf tobacco that the earth provides. Discover our spirit at nascigs.com. I will put that in the description box below if you want to go to their website and check it out. On the top, it says brown. It's more of a tan than a brown, I think, but that's fine. Then on the back, on the bottom, it does say 100% additive-free natural tobacco and non-filter. Alright, with American Spirits, we already don't pack them. Also with non-filters, I don't pack them either because you end up losing more tobacco doing it that way. So let's go ahead and take the cellophane off and get into it. See if it's white foil on the inside like the other ones. And it is, with the raised logo there. Let's go ahead and take that off of here. And I've noticed inside each of these, it always says inside the lid there, please recycle this pack. So they are very into preserving the earth, which is always a good thing. Okay, so taking it out, it is the length of a regular size cigarette, I do believe. Let me check. Compare it to the pack of cigarettes I'm already smoking out of. Even with the filter on this cigarette, it is the same length, so you actually get more tobacco with the non-filter than you would with a regular filtered cigarette. They kept it the same length. Okay, looking at the cigarette, about a quarter of the way up the cigarette, you have a smaller version of that logo we saw on the front of the pack. You got your light brown tobacco. It is packed in a little bit there on its own. So, as you can tell, there is no filter on this cigarette. Looking at the glue line, you got a little bit of tobacco coming out the side there, but that's not too bad. That could be just from the loose tobacco inside the pack, because I was able to scrape it away without tearing the cigarette. Let's go ahead and give it a smell. There's a very rich smell, a hint of sweetness, not much. It smells like a regular full flavor American Spirit cigarette. Let's go ahead and take a dry pop over here. Off the bat, get a little tobacco in my mouth. It's the only thing I really don't like about non-filtered, but I actually prefer non-filtered over filtered cigarettes myself. Take another one here. Got that sweetness coming through, really rich flavor of the tobacco coming through as well. Now, a lot of people want to know why it costs more for a non-filtered cigarette versus a filtered cigarette. For this pack of cigarettes, I paid about $7.50 before tax, and for a regular pack of cigarettes of the American Spirits, is $6.75. And everyone always asks, even myself, why does it cost more to get a non-filtered cigarette since they're using less material? The answer to that question is fairly simple. It's not the same tobacco. This tobacco is a more premium tobacco than you'll find in a standard cigarette. That goes for all non-filtered cigarettes. Your Camel, Pall, Lucky Strikes, any non-filtered cigarette is actually a more of a premium tobacco. That's why it costs a little bit extra. Okay, let's go ahead, without further ado, and light this up and get into the ratings. Now, because it is non-filtered, I expect to get a good body off of it. So, let's find out. Pretty good body coming off the cigarette, as expected, because it is non-filtered. Honestly, I expected a little bit more of a body off it, but it's really not that bad. I'm pleased with it. It's not a real heavy body, but it's not light by any means at all either. Let's go ahead and take a drag here. Really get a flavor before I do another drag with an inhale. I'm not going to inhale it yet. You get the full flavor of the tobacco, a little bit of sweetness, just like the aroma. It's a little bit of sweetness, not a whole lot, but the tobacco itself is very rich, very strong tobacco. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and inhale it, and I'm going to bring it down deep, see if there's any burning in the throat and in the chest. Because it's non-filter, I expect a little bit of harshness. Maybe I won't get it, we'll see. Very little bit of harshness coming through. Excuse me. You can tell it's by it making me cough a little bit. So, not bad though. It didn't really burn. It just gave you a little bit of a scratch, a little bit of a tickle in the throat. No pins and needles in the chest, so that's always good. I'm going to go ahead and take another drag. We're going to go through the nostrils and really get the sensation of the aroma coming through the cigarette and a little bit of that flavor. Very good flavor coming through the nostrils as well. The aroma is spot on. It's very good. Now looking at the cigarette, of course, because it is an American spirit, it does burn slower, but it is burning pretty even all the way around. And I think I've discovered the reason why the American spirits will burn slower than almost every other brand. Because they are additive free, no chemicals added to it. It is all natural tobacco, and all natural tobacco always burns a little bit slower than all the other cigarettes that are not additive free. Those chemicals in the paper and in the tobacco will catch the flame and it'll burn a lot quicker. With it being additive free, no chemicals added, there's nothing to ignite the fire and burn it up. So you get more flavor and you get more pleasure out of the cigarette. And you don't need to smoke another cigarette right after to get your fix of nicotine, because you still get the full nicotine that you would get out of any other cigarette out of this without all the chemicals burning up so quick. Very good flavor. Very, very good smoke. I do enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get into the ratings on this. On the packaging itself, I really like the way American Spirit does their packaging. I'll give them an 8 out of 10 on the packaging all the time. The packaging itself never really changes, just the color of the pack will change. And the different colors actually determines the different flavor and strength of the cigarette. Also, it will determine where the tobacco came from. Now, all of their cigarettes are additive free and all natural. Some of them are U.S. grown, so that right here in the United States. I don't know where the other tobacco comes from that's not U.S. grown, but the U.S. grown is completely organic. There's nothing added to the soil or anything like that. Maybe the other ones have a little bit of something added to the soil to make it grow faster or bigger. I'm not really sure how that works, but you'll have the yellow versus the gold, as we did. The flavor is pretty much the same, but the gold is organic and U.S. grown, so it actually supports small-time farmers with the tobacco, so all the proceeds for that is really helping the economy here in the United States, so that's always a good thing. So, rating the cigarette itself, the body on the cigarette, let's test that one more time. Very good body on it. It's not overpowering, but it's definitely not weak. I expected it not to be weak at all because it is a non-filter, but the body is not overpowering, which is always a good thing. Too much of a body is just as bad as not enough. You want to enjoy the smoke and really get the flavor, but you don't want it to be so overpowering that you can't enjoy it. that all you're doing is choking off of the cigarette. So that's the body is perfect on it. The flavor, taste, and aroma. Very good flavor on it. The aroma is very pleasant. Um, it's a very good cigarette. It does burn slow, as you would expect with an American Spirit cigarette. Now the question always, as always, is would I buy these again? On a rare occasion, I would. The only reason is because of the price. $7.50 for a pack of cigarettes is a little bit expensive, but every once in a while you want to treat yourself, get a good pack of non-filtered. These are definitely very good. My top choice will always be probably Pall or Camel. Lucky Strikes is right up there too. They're just expensive, all of them. I have had some generic non-filters that are pretty decent that I pay $4 or $5 for a pack. Those are okay, but to get a premium tobacco for a little bit more expensive, it's worth the money. But to do it all the time, it would be too much. Alright, so that's it for the American Spirit non-filtered or brown. I got these from my local smoke shop here in Linda, Marysville, California. Um, Again, he's supposed to get a website or at least a Facebook page. Once he does, I will put a link to his page in the description box below my videos so you can check it out. He has a lot of different stuff. Of course, he has cigarettes, tobacco, but he also has a lot of glassware pipes, water bongs, all kinds of really cool stuff, vape pens, and not sure about all of the United States or even international, but from what he told me, he's willing to do orders online, and even for a little bit more, he would be willing to ship it. I'll ask him again tomorrow when I see him and see what's going on there. Alright, so I've been requested to do Pall Mall Blue and Camel 99s. I'll try to pick up those 2 packs this weekend, and we'll do those reviews for you, along with maybe one more American Spirit. I think I've tried just about all of them. I think I have just one more I need to try, and that'll be it for that series. If you have a brand of choice you'd like me to do a series on, let me know in the comments below, and we'll start a new series. Alright, thanks for stopping by, and have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.